We will say good morning. It is 8 a.m. on Wednesday, the 13th of December. December's almost half over, and the year is almost over. So we're getting to that time of the year. A lot of people are wondering what the forecast is for the holiday time period. We're going to talk a little bit about that, looking a little bit better than what we've been experiencing the past few days. We're going to talk about unsettled weather between now and Saturday, a very windy norther that's going to come through on Sunday, some pretty bad sea conditions on Sunday, perhaps even into Monday. But then after that, some fresh, cool, nice weather, perhaps for especially the middle of the week, maybe into the start of the week next week. But let's start with our photo of the day. And we were pleased to receive this. This is from this morning. She said it before the rain started in Mangrove Bight, which is on the north side of Guanaja. Very proud to have you Guanajans listening, watching, reading our groups. We want to include all the Bay Islands in our forecast. A lot of times people ask, what's the difference between the weather? It's really hard to say that there's a lot of difference, especially when it comes to rain. Generally speaking, though, Guanaja is wavier and Utah is a bit calmer. The closer you get to the coast, a little further west, creates generally calmer seas on average, not always the case every day. But you see the white caps this morning with those north winds, and you can see the boats in the bay or bight who are enjoying morning before the rain comes. And this morning we did have some rain showers. Let's take a look at the satellite view, the long-range satellite view, and we can see most of the storminess is to our east and moving away from us. We do have quite a bit of blue around us, but it seems like we have some stubborn clouds overhead, and that's what brought us our thunderstorms this morning. And if we can go to the radar, we can see these rain showers mostly to our north, moving from east to west. So especially through the morning, we'll definitely get some shower action. Toward the middle of the day, better chance of seeing more sun, but throughout the day, we'll have a chance of a scattered shower. Probably not as much rain as yesterday, though. Yesterday was a pretty rainy day, especially on the east side. Camp Bay, I believe, got about 4 inches of rain, plus the little over an inch that they received this morning. As of 8 a.m., the rainfall since midnight, if we can get it to come up here. Takes a while for this thing to reload, and it wants to come up with the temperature first. Yesterday evening, we had 71 degrees on the east side here. That's the coolest, the freshest air we've had this season so far. You might say an average low temperature on the island this time of year would be 76, 77, 78, somewhere in there. And we had 71. So that felt quite fresh. I'm sure a lot of folks had their hoodies on. This morning, we're in the mid 70s, not bad for 8 o'clock. Our high will probably be, if we can get a little bit of sun through the clouds, right around 80 today. So again, not bad. In the summertime, our high is around 90. So the temperature stays in a very small range here, but a few degrees can make a big difference on how it feels. So this morning, an inch, a little over an inch at Camp Bay, Oak Ridge, Punta Gorda area, 3/4 of an inch. Actually, today, West Bay got a good rain, an inch. They've actually had less rain than we've had over on the east side through West Bay, almost an inch in West End. And as we move over to Utila, they've had it a little better this morning, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch after quite a bit of rain yesterday themselves as well. Okay, now let's talk about what's coming up in the weather forecast today through Saturday. We're going to be in the clouds and scattered showers, and it's really hard. Sometimes people will email me and say, well, is it going to rain in Sandy Bay at 4 o'clock? Those are the kinds of things that we really can't forecast. We can say there's a 40% chance, there's a 50% chance, which is around what there is today, that you'll see some rain. But we can say it's more likely early in the morning and late in the evening. That's usually the case here on the islands. but we really can't say for certainty when that scattered shower will pop up. So you need to just be prepared. If it's a day like today, you know there's a good chance you're going to see some rain at various times of the day. And have a plan B if you want to be on the beach. Just go under the shelter for a second, enjoy a cool drink, and then come back out when the rain is over. The rainfall forecast through Saturday. So this is pretty typical. This is the Euro. So it's giving us around 3 inches. Now, we don't know when those 3 inches will fall, but most of us should see about 3 inches, 4 inches, a little more, a little less, different places between now and Saturday evening. Now we're going to have a change on Saturday evening into Sunday morning, and let's take a look at that change and what that means for us. So as we come through Friday, Saturday, you can see a low pressure system spinning up here over Florida and Georgia, and it's bringing a cold front behind it like this. And that cold front is going to sweep through on Sunday and bring us some pretty windy conditions. And let's go over here to the Wind Guru, which gives us our wind prediction. The icon, and this is for Roatan, specifically Punta Gorda, but it applies generally for Roatan in general. Winds 25, even up to 35 on miles per hour on Sunday morning, coming from the northwest. If we get that, we could see seas around 8 feet that morning. That would be a very bad sea day, the day to stay off the sea. A little bit less is the prediction for the GFS, 25 to 30 miles an hour, seas 6 to 7 feet. Still pretty wavy, not a day to be out on the sea Sunday. But the rainfall is decent rainfall, perhaps on Saturday, a few more scattered showers. But then as we get into Sunday, maybe some rain right along the front, but it's not predicting a whole lot of rain. A few showers around maybe Tuesday and Wednesday as we deal with very cool air. Look at these temperatures. It's predicting mid to a few upper 70s into next week, even when there's periods of sun in here. Look at this on Thursday. We don't have a lot of clouds, but we have temperatures in the upper 70s. That's incredible. We don't get that around here very often. So next week actually looks like it might be a nice week after we get a few scattered showers out of the way early in the week. The forecast takes us into, as we go on here, this actually gives us the December 25th. I know a lot of you guys are very interested in that day. And it looks pretty good right now. Not a lot of showers around, probably decent seas. So it looks like that day and the days leading up to it will be pretty nice. And then as we get towards the new year, perhaps some indication that there might be a cold front coming into the picture. That's so far away, it's hard to put a lot of stock in that. But generally speaking, we can say next week, after we get those heavy winds Sunday and Monday out of the way, looks pretty nice. So that'll be a nice change of pace for us. So we'll deal with scattered showers through Saturday, heavy winds Sunday and Monday, nicer weather into the middle part of next week. Okay, you guys. Have a good day, and thanks for your support.